Heard what you said about Diamond City. Glad to see the great green jewel still shines.
Heard you rescued Valentine.
Good work.
Most sense scared out. Nicky?
Ellie.
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
Who's our client?
A fisherman, whose family lives on the edge of the con. Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details. But if you want my guess, missing.
I'm busy right now. I'll check on this later.
Suit yourself. But if I'm right about...
Hey, Valentine.
Where's your son? What happened?
I didn't make it in time. Kellogg was working with the Institute, and he gave them Sean.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocol.
Uh-huh. I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he wasn't the surrender and talk type, was he?
He's dead, Nick.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor. If anyone could get a dead brain...
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what...
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain...
I have to go to the memory den either way.
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two, don't worry. We're good.
Miss Perkins.
Ready for that new case?
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flip.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
Speak up now.
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Excuse me.
Good neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just got...
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? Huh, that's what we need.
That sounds familiar.
You'd remember him if you heard his show. They're the best detective shows in the...
Sure.
What if the Silver Shroud was real? With the... I got a plan to bring him to life. So he can fight...
Good on you for trying to make the world better.
I've heard crazier plans to do it.
I just have to do something, you know? I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than... But to make this work, I still need the most... And they actually got one here in Boston.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? Before the bombs fell, they were filming this... So that's where you'll find it.
Right?
You sure manage to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
It usually finds me.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change.
Sure.
I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly anything for a story, I suppose.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But getting in trouble is what... I mean, you and I are out here, put not for praise or reward. I just...
I'm glad you're here too, Piper.
Thanks, Blue. So, you want to get out of here? So, you're not an...
Brotherhood of Steel. Better.
Better in our hands anyway.